Hi, this is Sandhya. This is the GRIP task 4 of stock market prediction using numerical as well as textual analysis. For numerical data, we are working on Sensex. This is the data, and for textual, we are working on the news headlines data. Okay, let's go back to the code. I'm using Python again. Fine, this is all where we are importing the required libraries. We'll go through the libraries as we go through the code. Now, this is what I am first downloading the data set. This is India News Headlines.csv, which looks like this, which has got published date, whereas on each, for one date, there are multiple records. They have given some headline category, but it was found that the unknown was quite a lot, so I kind of ignored this unknown. I ignored this column and then worked on the published date and the headline text. Okay, then this is how the data looks like. The info is pretty simple because I have used the parse data while downloading the data set. I have used this parse date. So the first column, which is being treated as a date, okay, so that it's an easy to compare, and I can use some date related operations on that directly. Okay, so there are no null values. Then I tried just found out what is the minimum date and maximum date in the news headline data set. Then I tried actual stocks data set of BSE Sensex. Again, I checked the file which has got the 0th column as the date, so I am passing this as a date, and then we checked again the info. It is the date time data type. Okay, the stock looks like this: the date, open, high, low, adjacent, close, and volume. Now to make a hybrid model, I have to join these two tables. Now there is only one column or one variable which is similar to it, that is date. But what we saw that the date was not unique in the news headlines. So just checked. First of all, news headline data was also quite a lot. So wanted to only filter out those dates or those news which lie between the stock minimum date and stock database maximum date. Okay, so now this is a new stock data frame where I am actually considering the data between minimum stock date and maximum stock date. Okay, now once I got this, I am doing a group by and joining all the headline text using apply method and resetting the index. Okay, so this is how I got the new data set with only headline text combined for one particular date, grouped by, and the date column. Okay, now it makes it easy to merge because I can now merge on date and inner. That means it will only get in the records which are common to both of them. So that gives no error, and now my new data frame on which I will be working on looks like this. Okay, now come next is to get the polarity of this news. I didn't go for actually sentiment analysis because basically what I want to know is whether polarity is positive, negative, or the subjectivity, and using that I have decided to take the target column as close. Okay, so now I am importing this sentiment intensity analyzer, for which I have already downloaded the library over here from Bada Sentiment, import sentiment intensity analyzer. Okay, so this is where I am doing that. Okay, this I'll go for. This is just to look like how the headline text was 0. So this one is for this particular date, 2019-10/03. For this there were multiple records in the news headlines, so it has kind of combined all of this together, and I verified that these are the start and this the beginning and the last news of that particular date. Okay, so here I can do the clean headlines. Okay, I could have done that, but then it was taking a lot of time to do all this analysis, and whereas after doing that also it gave me the same score. So here I am doing the get subjectivity and passing this. These are few functions I have written to get the polarity, get SIA. Okay, now here I am applying the same functions into these and then getting these values, subjectivity and polarity, as a column in the same data frame. So here if you see, when I am printing this data frame, I have got these columns, subjectivity and polarity over here. Okay, now I'm extracting the values required, that is negative score, positive score and the neutral score, and whether it's a compound or subjective. Okay, so these are all the list for each of the row in the new data frame. And then when I got these list, I am applying them, I am adding them as a column to my data frame. So now I have got my whole data frame ready. Now out of which I do not need headline text now to my model building thing. So I am only keeping the columns, all of the columns in fact, except the date and the headline. Okay, so from open, high, low, close up to the neutral compound, I have got all the other columns, right? Once again, I am just checking this null, if there are any null values. So there are no null values. Then checking the shape. Now okay, now to separate the target and the features, so X is dropping the close and Y is only the close. Okay, so now I am splitting the data frame using again 30%, 70% split, and then using the linear regression model to do the prediction. So after doing all this, when I am okay, then I also I did a model.predict on the test data set, and then I check the actual and the predicted values, which look kind of okay. Okay, so when I check the score, accuracy score on the training and the test data set, that is coming around 99.87 and 99.73 on the test data set. So that's about it for the stock price prediction. Thank you.